welcome everybody. We just want to thank you all for coming, and we're going to teach you a whole bunch of things tonight about building the business. I was going to say tonight, but that's what we're going to focus on, not the product so much.
Yeah.
But
we're going to talk about the product too for a minute because we have to.
I was going to ask, you know, that on the this is the info. That there's 3 videos on there. How many of you all have watched the first one?
Phototherapy.
Okay. How about the second one?
Awesome.
How about the third one? Okay.
The rest of you, you have cheated yourself.
If you haven't seen that,
total huge gift.
I've watched it a couple times, and
Yeah.
the more I watch it, the more I get out of it.
That's right.
That one is Dr. Stillman, and he talks about a lot of things actually. He talks in there about copper in your body is just kind of a loose cannon running around. It can cause all kinds of things. It can be, you know, cancer, stroke, on and on and on, different things. And when you use the patch elevates your GHG copper peptides, and they bind with the copper, and it makes the copper useful. I mean, copper is a useful thing, but too much of it is toxic.
Or if it's not bound.
It's not bound.
Right? That's the issue.
You know, when he talks about that, you know, and he says, he actually shares the patches in his practice, and he says, you know, this cancer, stroke, heart attacks and all that, he says,
Heart disease.
all those things could be six-figure issues, and yet, you know, the patch is, you know, $99 a month.
That's right.
And, you know, just the fact is, you don't have to, you know, you may, you know, not have those things. I mean, a lot of people, you know, they don't survive their first heart attack or their first stroke or, you know, whatever. And so, you know.
Well, I love what he said. When we have, with our vehicles, we maintain them. We put oil in them. We don't wait for them to break down and then we put oil in them and fix the engine. So what I love is that he's always talking about preventative, and that's who I am. I'm about preventative. Jens and I have never wanted to be dying of something and tell you how we saved our lives. It's always been about how can we stay healthy, how can we maintain this body. You know, if we're gonna live to be 120, we gotta keep that work going, right? So we are working on it. When Jens was talking about the videos, I wanna be sure you know where they are. So we're gonna real quick, this is it info. That is the site that all the information about everything you wanna know about the product is at. So here's the phototherapy video he's talking to you about. Here is David Schmidt. This is a panel where he and Steve Merritt, my brother-in-law, #1 in the company, #1 in the world, he is actually questioning David Schmidt, and it's an incredible interview, but he goes deeper. So the people that want to know the science, it's in there. And of course the patents and the case studies are all there. But what Jens was just talking about with Dr. Stillman, that's the 3rd video down. And so I tell everybody, the first one's 2 to 3 minutes, watch it, but the other 2, you don't want to miss them. So
Dr. Stillman has nothing to do with LifeWave. He's just a brand partner like everybody in the room is.
exactly.
So he's not paid by him.
And he talks in this video also about the collagen. I don't think people realize how important collagen is. Collagen is so important for our brain, keep our heart healthy. I mean, we just need collagen. But again, you know, he talks about when we're talking about getting a collagen into our bodies, is it way better to have a natural collagen that we produce with the stimulation of the infrared light going back through the patch? So that's what is really, like, the only way I know how to say this is everybody breathing needs this patch. The more I learn, the more I realize I cannot slow down. I have to continue with this passion. There are people every day praying, Lord, send me something to help me feel better. Help me get my health back. Help me get keep my health. Help me to earn some extra income on the side. And this patch does it all. No one else has it. This is a patented product that nobody has. So I want to challenge you. This is St. Augustine. This is Palm Coast. This is Jacksonville. And this is Knockety. We talked to somebody last night from Knockety who was supposed to be here today. And I'm telling you, this is it. You all, we're on the ground floor of a 20-year-old company, and we are ready to run and we're focusing in on St. Augustine, Jacksonville, Palm Coast, wherever everybody is right around this area. So I want to encourage you, let's go bless as many families as we can, because this is absolutely the greatest thing in my 50 years as a medical healthcare professional that I have ever seen. I've never had my hands on anything like this. I've never seen the kind of optimal health and wellness I'm seeing today, and that makes me passionate. So I want to jump into the pro strategy for just a minute. It's on the same site, and there's the patent. You all have already been in the site. If you haven't, write it down. You want to go to thisisitinfo.com, and I want you to see all the information that's in there, and I'm going to jump over here to This Is It team. Am I on the onboarding page? And Jens, would you talk about this for just a minute, because that's where we're going to be heading here.
All right. 2020 vision. Basically, you know, if you're in this to build a business and long term, we always say.
You know what? If you're in this to use it and you would like to have your product paid for, also.
Yep.
If you're in it to make an income on the side, I haven't seen anybody going through the grocery store lately who's not wishing and praying they had an extra side gig before they get up to the cash register. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's actually got easier at the grocery store.
Oh, yeah.
For $100, you only have to carry out 2 bags.
That's
You
right.
can carry out 4.
But it's for all of those things too. And it could be like us. We weren't going to build a business. We were just going to use the product, and then we got it, and we got it, and we got it, and we couldn't be quiet. So, right?
Yeah.
So it's all of those things. But he's going to tell you it's a very lucrative opportunity if you want to put the footwork forward.
Well, basically, we say build 2020, and
What does that mean?
means put 20 people on your left leg, 20 people on your right leg.
That's what it means.
And you know, somebody up here puts you in, so you're sharing a leg with them too. So you get a lot of extra people on one leg.
That's right.
And so that's, you know, that's kind of a long-term thing. And I mean, this thing truly, if you take the next 24, 36 months and put some concentrated effort at it, this thing can easily turn into a 6 or 7 figure income easily.
It can. Easily.
It's
So,
just, you know,
these
and when I say that too, I mean, most of you guys have jobs and doing
Yep.
other things, but just do something every
We've got
day. If
other
it's an hour,
businesses too.
you know, just
This isn't it for us.
yeah, just do something every day.
Yes.
That, you know, whether it's at your lunchtime, make a couple phone calls, or you know,
Yeah.
just to keep.
And when you're out and about, just
Yeah.
whoever crosses your path, there's someone that needs, we call ourselves messengers of hope, and they need the hope you're going to carry
Mhm.
and deliver to them.
Well, that's probably a good point too, since you bring that up. I mean, we've probably got 10, maybe 12 people at the most that we knew before Lifeway.
At the most.
And we've enrolled
At the
like
most.
80 something. So all the rest of people, like a lot of people in this room, we found along the way.
God puts you in our path.
Wherever
That's
it was, and so, yeah.
So
there's
what,
tons of people out there.
so I want to point out here that we're looking at, as you look at it, this is your left leg. So when you look at the computer, the left is the left, the right is the right. This is a long-term legacy, and that you can be building. It doesn't matter your age to build a legacy. He's 70, I'm getting ready to be 70. I'm telling you, we're still building a legacy. We still have visions and dreams. We still have all kinds of things we are gonna do. And so this is a vehicle to be able to do it. Welcome, girls. If you need water or paper or pen, then write it down. So when you see the P in this circle, this is what Jens was talking about a minute ago. P is personal. That's your personal that'll be landing in those legs. Well, why is there spaces between them? Because you're going to go to the first open position to drop your personal in at the outer left and outer right of your legs. So this is what the big picture looks like. So tonight, when you're just going, okay, what's my big vision? Your very first big vision is we're going to go to a page that's going to show what your first big vision is, that's going to be a littler, but this is the big vision. This is the big goal that 20 people can go on your left leg, 20 people on your right leg, and now you get to multiply how many people you're touching, how many people you're blessing, and how many testimonies you get to hear about. So, let's go over the pro strategy real quick next. So the pro strategy is found in thisisitteam.com. That is the teamwork site that my family has built. This is for you for free, and this is going to show you exactly what you need to do to share the patch. There's a script in there. There's everything you want to know, everything about the compensation plan, every single thing about the business side or sharing. So we use the pro strategy, which we created, and in the pro strategy, what's happening here is that it's broke down, the acronym PRO, patch, revisit, or follow up, and share the opportunity of a Zoom. So I'm going to give you just a little picture here of what I do. So when I'm out and about, I always have these in my purse, and I always have an enrollment form, and I always have my phone. So I'm out and about, and I'm talking to everybody because that's who I am. You know, some of us have to work up a sweat and get the nerve to talk to people, but if you practice, it gets easier. And you'd be surprised how many people are really wanting somebody to say hello or compliment them that, hey, you look nice today, or whatever. So when I'm out and about, what I am doing is I am looking for someone, and I'll tell you, it's almost like they jump out at me. I just see those people right in front of me, and then I'm like, hey, how are you today? Oh, I'm okay. You know, because they're not used to people really reaching out right now. We're starting to get back there. You know, and I'm like, oh, do you live here? Are you visiting? You know, might go around to what do you do, whatever. We might be going to check out in the grocery store line, and I'm like, you know, can you believe the prices today? I know, I need another job. Hey, you need what I've got. Or, I am just like, I'm hurting today. It's like all I can do to get around. You need what I've got. They're going to tell you what they need if you ask a question or two. So be willing to do that. And I always like to compliment first, because I think people don't get compliments very often. So I love to compliment. So when they bring up what they need, what do we have? We have a solution. We have a solution if they're saying, I don't have energy, and this is the main ones. I don't have energy, I can't sleep, my body hurts me, I need extra money. Oh my goodness, have you heard of, and if I've got it here, I show them here, if I've got it here, I show them here. Have you heard of this little patch? No, what is that? Oh my goodness, this is so amazing. It is called two nicknames, the stem cell reactivation patch or the age reversal patch. How do I get a case of them, they say. That's when I say, oh my goodness, it's so easy. All you do is I will help you to understand, and you enroll to get the technology, the product, the device, whatever you want to call it, for wholesale. When I help you get in to get the product, you get it at wholesale. So I want them to hear that wholesale word, and about that time, I say to them, hey, my cell phone, how about if I just put your number in my phone and I can text message you, and they'll go, oh, that's great. So they'll put their phone number and their name, and then I say, now this is all to get a blessing into somebody else's life, right? So then I say, and they never refuse, they're like, oh my gosh, yes. And then I say to them, okay, I'm gonna record this. So my name is Cindy Brenison. They already have my phone number because I'm gonna text message it to them. And I want you to go watch the first video called Phototherapy and this website, and I'm gonna copy and paste it in a minute and put it in there. And I go back to my browser, I copy, this is at info.com, I stick it in the browser, back in the text, and I said, and then let's talk in a day or two. Would you have time tomorrow if I follow up with you? I'm already locking that in. Now I say to them, would it be okay if I put, not my patch, but I put a patch like this on you, and I pull out the envelope, and I say, they come like this, it's this envelope inside of this envelope, and they're called sleeves. And I open it, and I tell them, I haven't, this is a brand new patch. You can swim, you can go in the sauna with it, but I would like to peel it and put it on you, and I want you to know, this doesn't put anything in your body. It's patented. It has no chemicals, no drugs, no stimulants, And when I place it on your body, all it's gonna do is act like a mirror, reflecting your own infrared light back into your tissue and into your body. And now it's gonna elevate your, you could say copper GHK peptides, because that's specifically what it is, or peptides. And when it activates your peptides, the rest is science. Now when those are elevated, your body's gonna set out to reactivate your own stem cells into youthful healthy stem cells, your collagen, decrease your inflammation, and it all leads to age reversal. When I'm saying all that, they're like, ooh, that's a lot. So I keep it as simple as I can. I may say a fraction of that and follow up. So they're like, oh yes, and I go, okay, it's such and such. We wear 12 hours a day, then we throw it away. So it's 9 a.m., take it off tonight before you go to bed. Boom, that's it. It was so exciting to meet you, da 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 da. And hey, I'm gonna call you tomorrow. Try to find time to watch the video. There's 3 there. You can watch all 3 if you want, but I really want you to watch the first one so you understand about the patch. Now, when I move off of that, I'm going through the store. I'm probably still gonna bump into them a time or 2. I am already, my focus, because to me this is relational marketing, my focus is already about building the relationship. We're about a new relationship. You all are new relationships for me. We are new in this area. I want to be a blessing to the people in my town. I want to be a part of it. So here I am here, being able to build new friendships, be a blessing, and help you bless the people that you know or that you're gonna cross their path. So I've told you about the This Is It team site. That's where this patch is. Now what I wanna do is, I'm gonna go up to the top and I'm gonna show you, over on the side, there's a link called Downloads. And we're going to jump into this for just a minute, and then we'll come back and we're gonna focus on what we need to be doing here. So, right here in the download section is a copy of the enrollment form that you can print, but tonight we're gonna leave with a handful of them. What I wanna focus on this enrollment sleeve, because not everybody's seen it, but I think most of you have. When you see the packages up there at the top, my family created this too. You have a silver, a gold, and a diamond package. Most of you know about the packages and you're already enrolled or have just gotten enrolled. But what I want to point out here is you receive a product introduction bonus, PIB, when you sponsor someone. So silver is $50. Gold is $100. Diamond is $200 if you are currently on a silver or a gold enrollment package. But if you have upgraded to a different, from silver to gold, gold to diamond, because you can upgrade to each of these all the way up to diamond. And so when you come in on diamond or you've upgraded to diamond, now you sponsor a diamond. Instead of $200 bonus, you get a $500 bonus. So let's just say somebody like us who just wanted a good deal and knew we were going to use it, had a husband that said, I want the best deal, and they grabbed the diamond package at $1,600. Wow, that sounds like a lot of money. It was. And then we called a son and 4 friends, and that was 5 people in 4 days. We didn't have patches yet, and we said to them, hey, we think we found something that's gonna make a huge difference in people's lives. And they said, can you write down our credit card number? I said, I didn't tell you what it is yet. They didn't care. They knew that if we were doing something, they could trust us. You have friends like that, they're in your phone. And so they all wanted what we got, except for 1 or 2. So we brought in a diamond, a diamond, a diamond, a gold, and a silver. We didn't even know we had already paid for our package, and we hit the first rank. We didn't know. We had no idea whatsoever. So we found out 3 weeks later. So what I want to help you understand here is that as you bring somebody in, there is not a bad package for silver, gold, and diamond. You come in where you are financially able and where it is comfortable for you, and you can always upgrade from silver to gold, gold to diamond, or silver to diamond, pay the difference. But what I want you to know, and mark this in your brain right now and write it down, if you came in on silver, when you go manager, you will need to upgrade to gold package. These are only enrollment packages. This is not what you would get on a monthly basis. It's only for enrollment. But if you come in on a silver and you are getting your first monthly auto ship, or you have hit manager, that's where we like to have you upgrade to gold. Upgrading from silver to gold is the exact same amount of money as it is to get 2 sleeves on monthly subscription order. It's $200, everything has shipping and handling. So, when you upgrade to gold, now you can be paid at a manager level, and that is the first rank that we would achieve. So, at a gold with, we're gonna flip now, I'm gonna hold on here where you do that.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. So now, Jens is gonna go over what it looks like for you to be a manager, because we said we wanted you to know tonight, how do you get to Punta Cana for free in November 6th through 10th. That's one of my goals tonight. So there is not one person in this room, whether you're enrolled or you're not enrolled, that needs to miss this trip. I know this with everything in me. So we have earned multiple trips in this company already. And I'm going to tell you, this is the easiest trip they've offered since we came into the company 22 months ago. So they're really, the only way you'll not be there is if you decide you don't want to share, or you don't want to share and follow up and help people. So, and that's what we help you do. So, manager, take it away.
All right, well basically, I tried to draw this out where it looks, to simplify it. And basically, it's the trip she's talking about, you have to get to senior director. And you always hear her say this whole thing is about manager, manager, manager. And
They haven't heard that yet. So
yeah, well, anyway, that's what this whole business is. Just create managers and
manager,
your goal.
manager, manager.
Manager, manager, manager.
Which is?
And that's
The manager making machine.
Anyway, that first picture up there is a picture of a manager. You went out and you've signed up 4 people. That makes you a manager. And so that's pretty self-explanatory there. So to get to the next level, what you got to do is help.
Let's go over this a minute to break it down a little bit more.
Okay.
So you came in and you sponsored Sam, and you sponsored this one, and you sponsored this one, and you sponsored Mary. Now, they could have gotten dropped down to a first opening and had a circle in there. And that was a point we didn't make a minute ago, which I'm going to back up. So remember when you saw the 2 legs and you just fell into the first open position? You maybe didn't know or enroll those people in those other positions, where there was just a circle and it wasn't a personal. You actually get to collect the volume on that as long as you are on monthly subscription auto ship, which is up on the enrollment form. Every person I enroll, I say, make sure you get on 2 sleeve auto ship, and silver and gold, it'll go out in 30 days. Diamond, it goes out in 90 days. Now, if you don't do auto ship, your volume that you're collecting from you, your team, and the people who fell on one of your legs, the one you share with your sponsor, and then eventually both legs, because the people you sponsor will sponsor people, that volume flows up to you, and that volume is free money to you if you didn't put them in as you match it. So the 1 sleeve is going to get you to only allow you to earn up to $100, we're talking commission a week. So this is the second way to earn income is commission. You can only earn up to 100 when you're on one sleeve. And when you go 2 sleeves, you're allowed to earn all the income, and manager caps at $1,500. I have that flyer for you, but I'm not gonna pull it out yet. And so these people just happen to be the first 4 people this person put in, and nobody else had put anybody below them. So this is Sam and this is Mary, and that's who we're gonna focus on now. Show you what we're gonna do to go to the next level, which is manager to director.
So basically, you're picking out a person in each leg. Of course, there can be more than one, more the merrier.
They're picking themselves.
They're picking themselves.
Yeah.
So you say, hey,
Cameron wants to be one.
No, I just had a question. So the 4 people, Jess had a question. Do they have to be people who are also wanting to be a part of the business, or they could just be receiving?
Great question. Anybody can enroll to use the product and get it at wholesale, or to use it and share it. If you use it and don't share, you're called a customer, but you're still a brand partner, but they see you as a customer. And if you use and share, like building a business, you're considered the business builder. But you're all called brand partners.
So to become a manager, but to stay a manager, you have to have, those people either have to be on auto ship or place an order every 30 days
Yes.
to be active. Otherwise, you gotta get somebody else. So anyways, so basically, all you're doing now is you're helping Sam and Mary do exactly what you just did.
Just what we just did.
You're helping them become
We're just doing
manager.
a rerun.
In the meantime, while you're helping them to go to that level, you need three silvers or above in each leg. So you just add one more person to each leg.
So what he just said was to be a manager, and for them to count for you as a 4, one of the 4, they have to be they have to be a silver package enrollment or above. And when they come in on that silver package, they are active for 30 days. After 30 days, if they are not on auto ship, their credit card doesn't process, because sometimes, new people, it doesn't go through the first time. Or if they didn't enroll on auto ship, then their volume's gonna flush, and then they won't count for you as a silver at this time, to make you a manager.
So you can see it's basically just helping those 2 people do exactly what you just accomplished.
And how I tell everybody is you're going to want to be on the product no less than 90 days. 90 days is minimum to even actually see something. But my good friend Jessica and Jamie over here say, oh no, you want 6 months to a year, and they are correct. At 22 months, we are still seeing a testimony every month. Go to the doctor to get your skin checked, your gums checked, your blood checked, and they're like, wow, what's going on? So when Jen said, Sam and Mary now have decided they want to share with 4 people. They may not even be thinking about building the business, but they want to share with them. And their friends want to get the product. So now they're in there,
So
and
basically, it's the same thing. You're gonna help, I just put names on these people, Ted and Sue under Sam, and John and Jill under Mary. You help those 2 people become manager, which is.
so can you go back to, let's make sure they see. This is the left leg, this was left,
Yep.
and this is right.
Right.
So this is creating a manager on your left and your right leg. Okay, by them doing the same thing you just did.
Okay. Now, senior director. All you're doing again.
This is what we would love for you to do to get to Punta Cana. It can be earned by going senior director, which is totally doable in 90 days or less. Some people do it in a month. They just know the people and they run. But you can actually earn the Punta Cana trip by just sponsoring people if you don't make it to senior director, but you can make senior director. So I would like for you to keep that as your goal. Let the other one be plan B.
So, like I say, it's the same thing again, manager. You're helping a person on each leg of these 2 people do what you originally did, just become a manager.
Yep. So here's Ted, and here's Sue over there. That would be one leg. And then on the other leg, you've got John and Jill have decided to run, and there might be more than two. You might have more than two people that wanna run. But what we always have to have, we always need a minimum of one manager, left leg and right leg, always. That's what our first goal is. Then, as he said, when you went to go director and you had a manager left and a manager right, you had to add your third silver, left and right. And we always like to be a little more than a little cutting it close. So a minimum of 3 silvers on auto ship, left and right, to be a director when you created a manager each leg.
So when this happened here, these people here became directors,
Correct.
when this all
Correct.
took place. So on a-
Because here,
So in a perfect, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, here they are becoming managers, and then the others are becoming, who was that?
No,
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
She had a question.
Okay, so the silver on the left and the right, back at the manager's status.
Uh-huh. These are all silver or
They-
above.
Yeah, you gotta be silver or above.
Silver or above, silver, gold, or diamond.
Okay, so they have to be a minimum of a silver with an auto
Yes,
renewal.
a minimum,
So you need
minimum of
you
one
need a
study.
total of 6 silvers. You need 3 on the
To
left.
go director, you do.
Okay, 3 on the left and 3
Yeah.
on the right.
And thank you for pointing that out. So what Carmen just said, I only need 3 silvers left and 3 silvers right, and help, to go, and help one of them be a manager on each side to go director. Did you hear how few people you actually need? This is mind blowing. So we have personally sponsored in the low 80s, but some use, some go away, and some build, and some use, and come back around and decide they need to build. So everybody's in a different season. So it's okay, but we can inspire and encourage them.
So in a perfect world, you've personally signed up 6 people and helped these people become managers. And literally, in a perfect world again, in 34 people, you just want a trip to Punta Cana.
Okay, I have another question, because last night, in my goals for this, I assumed that you have to have all 4 go to management, but you're saying that from the left leg and the right leg, you only need 1 of each to go to manager, 3 on silver on the left with auto renewal, 3 on right with silver on auto renewal, rather than the 4 people you bring in.
Well, okay, let's back up.
Okay.
So you only need 2 people left and 2 people right for you to go manager. Okay? Now, to go director, and let me say this too, as we're moving up, I said a minute ago, our goal's not, the lowest we can do is a little bit above that. So, this is your goal right here for manager, but then as you create a manager left and a manager right, Sam and Mary become a manager left and right leg. In order to be a director, we now need an extra silver or above, minimum of 1 more, on the left and the right leg. He just happened to draw it on this picture, but you need it over here because our picture wasn't over here. This is your manager's
If you're not
picture.
gold, you need to upgrade your goal, but you said, as Cindy said, you can just, push your auto ship out and place upgrade the goal.
Yes.
It doesn't cost any extra.
Right, so what you said was correct, except you only need 4 to go manager, not 6.
Wow. But
Yeah.
you need 6.
Did you
to
get
go
that?
director.
Did you get that? You only need 4 people, 2 left and 2 right, you got it?
Yeah.
All right, to go manager, and then to go director, you're simply helping 1 person left and 1 person right to go manager, just like you just did, and you're bringing your 3rd silver or above in on your left and your right leg. So how many people have I put in now?
6.
To go director?
Yes.
I have another question, because I am that girl. So, here's the thing, this is the way my mind is thinking. I'm thinking, okay, so 6, yes, but Phil with people who will purchase and auto renew?
I'm looking for all of them.
Gotcha.
Because a user, like I thought I would be, became a builder before she got her patches, okay?
Mhm.
Then you've got other people who come in and they're like, oh my gosh, you have no idea how badly I need a side gig.
Mhm.
Like, I am running out of money before I run out of month. So this is definitely a godsend for me. So I'm sharing with everyone, and I wish I did, but I don't usually always know who's gonna be a user and who's gonna be a builder. And a builder's always a user. They use and they build. And I don't always know that,
Right.
you know? And sometimes I wait on people to get ready. And not everybody wants health and wellness, physically and financially. And then other people, they're just like on the edge of their seat, like, can I make money with this? Like, this is a gold mine for health. I'm like, yes, it's a gold mine for wealth too, because this company, the founder, he actually gives 60 cents back on every dollar to us. But here's the other thing that you may have missed a minute ago. When this person down here ordered, the volume from the sleeve, one sleeve 77, two sleeves are 154 points. That volume is going to this person, to this person, to this person, to this person, all the way up. We're all getting credit for that volume if we are active, getting a minimum of a sleeve a month on monthly subscription order. So when, again, I'm gonna go back, when we sponsor somebody, I always say, I know every person in here that I personally sponsored heard this and did it. I'm gonna set you up on 2 sleeve monthly subscription order because you don't know what that means right now. And I'm gonna set you up like that, and I'm gonna send you a welcome email that has this is it info in it, this is it team in it, and Jennifer, help me remember to go over Telegram in a minute too, so I don't forget that. And when I send those to you, I'm gonna tell you how to get in your back office with your username and password. I may have had to make an adjustment if it wasn't available, and I want you to be able to get in your back office. But all I want you to do right now is that loaner sleeve I gave you, because I say, you know what, you're local, let me loan you a sleeve, and now you go start patching your friends. Carmen did that with Tam. Tam got enrolled. You're already talking to people, I'm sure, because I know you. From 3 days, I got you pegged. But as you begin to share, you don't want to go home and go, oh, I'm going to wait 5 or 6 days on my patches. No, you want to use them now. You're so excited over it. And we want you to keep that excitement. That's all you need to share is excitement. Only thing we had was crazy excitement. And I had read stuff and I was like, wait a minute, what I saw on that info site wasn't that site then, it was a different site. Oh my gosh, we've been looking for this for years. I've never had this in my hands before. What could this do? I will tell you what I thought it could do was nothing compared to what I'm seeing today. Nothing. And every single day we get at least one amazing, crazy testimony. It's like, if I didn't know these people or they didn't call me, I can hardly even believe the testimonies myself. But they're happening, and they're changing people's lives, and they're giving them back life. They're giving them hope. And my goal is that everyone who comes in shares with a handful of people they love, maybe they're builders, maybe they're not, and they get their product paid for. That is my goal, because
Look, the
I
crazy
know
part
it's
about this
needed.
business is it keeps building on itself.
It does.
Those 5 people we signed up 22 months ago, we get paid on them every month, whatever they're doing, and all the
Still.
people they've done. And you know,
And they're down there
we used to be in the
somewhere.
nursery business. You came and bought plants. Well, I had to spend a year to grow some more so I could sell you some more. I didn't pay anything that year while I was waiting
That's right.
while they were growing. So
And if we had a freeze that winter, we lost our crop for the year. You know? So, go back over now that we've gone manager. You're taking your 2 people, they each become manager, you added a 3rd person on the left and the right, and now you are a director. They all came in on silver above, monthly subscription order. Here's the other reason monthly subscription order is so important. It's easier to put them in when you enroll them than it is to get all their credit card information and stuff and put them in after. And they can always adjust it. And they don't know if they're gonna they're gonna be sharing and running out of patches. They don't know that, and so I'd like, get in, trust me on this one, you can make your decision 5 days before it ships out.
Yeah, that's my sticking point with people, I think, right now, is, you know, I need a way to explain to them when they enroll, because most of ours are silver, how do I say it to them to where it makes sense? They're trialing the product, okay? Why do they need that auto ship right away? Most people, I'm finding, are
Perfect
taking a
question.
step back, like, I just wanna try it on silver for 90
Okay.
days, I have enough patches.
Okay, so, did you watch the videos that I sent you?
I
Well,
watched
I'm not
them.
asking you, I'm asking them,
Yeah,
sorry.
okay.
Did you watch the video I sent you? Okay. Did you not see how this could either help your body be stimulated to improve its health or reverse its age, you know, the age of your heart, the age of your brain, the decreased inflammation, or, you know, I'm asking them questions like, did you see what's in those videos? And if they say no, I'm like, that's why you don't realize that you need the auto ship. Go watch those and come back and talk to me tomorrow. I'm only asking you to watch a 3-minute video, an 18-minute video, a 40-minute video. So when you get that, you're gonna get that. But also, I'm also saying, do you think there's somebody else you know who is going to want better sleep, want more energy, want mental clarity, you know, has aches and pains, has a cardiovascular issue, has a brain issue, has inflammation? Well, that's everybody, you know, whatever it might be. And I do say this when I meet them, and I still say, I know a little bit more than you know. Can you just trust me on this? Because if they don't trust me, I know what's gonna happen. They're gonna call me and say, I started feeling some things, I was sleeping better, I patched my sister, I patched my mother, I didn't realize it, but I'm out of patches. I can't be a week without patches. We live in Indiana. I'm not gonna be able to get patches to you. I don't live down the street from you. So I'm always like, please trust me on this. And it's okay to share with other people. Like somebody said, oh, I need my testimony before I share. No, you don't know. Like, let's take this example. Every one of these people are gonna be challenged to go share. Why are they gonna be challenged? Because this one's gonna share with, we already said 4, right? This one might share with some 2, and this one might share with some, and we know this one's sharing with 4. All right, stop and think. And there might be a husband and wife. We hold one site as a husband and wife. So what if we've got 2 here, husband and wife, that shared with 4, that's 6. Now we've got a husband and wife over here too, that's 8, and they shared with 4, that's 12. 13, 14, maybe they've shared with 2 or so each, 16, 18, and then me and my spouse, we're about at 20. Now guess what I'm looking for? All of these, I'm waiting to hear their testimonies. And I might need to help them along. Well, are you sleeping better? Are you getting a little more energy? Have you noticed that, you know, are you just feeling a little more like you're not achy like you used to be? So I've just multiplied my test on this technology that's already proven. I've just multiplied it into 20 people. And now my phone is gonna start ringing. And people are gonna be so excited, and then they're gonna tell me, I'm out of patches. I patched this one, I patched that one. I was at the store and I patched that lady and I patched that one, and I'm like, see? And that is what happens. It's like catches on like wildfire. And even in the medical field, like there are so many going, what in the world is in that patch that you're wearing? Because I can't believe your blood pressure. I can't believe your blood work. And then they're calling and going, my doctor wants to get in. You know, never dreamt my doctor, right, Ian? Yeah, I never dreamt my doctor. But go back over now. We've gone manager, director's very clear. Let's do senior director one more time.
One more time.
One more time.
Senior director, again, is helping Ted and Sue on this leg, and John and Jill, do the exact same thing, just all become managers.
So you're up here now, and this is your left leg and this is your right leg, and Sam is here, and Mary is there, and now we're jumping over here, taking Ted and Sue and John and Jill. This is the left, this is the right leg, and they're doing the exact same thing. They just put 4 people under them. Most people have 1,200 people in their phone. We're only saying go find 4. And they may not even open their phone for those first 4.
So just to clarify, 4 to be a manager, 6 at silver to be a director. Is there a minimum for senior director? Because you're already at 6 plus and you're adding.
Yeah, yeah, so you're still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's just that you've helped build managers
out
under
of
you.
the same people, so
Out of
there's
them.
no.
And you might end up with 2 managers on the left and 1 manager on the right. You might have more than you're shooting for. Now, here's something, and I don't wanna throw a twister in here, but there's another gift in this comp plan. So here we had to have a manager left and a manager right. To advance, we had to have 3 silvers who are above left and 3 silvers who are above right with a manager, and one of these silvers is a manager that became a gold. Okay, so that's there, and when you end up, what was I headed? I was starting to go for,
The extra compensation, the third way of getting
You're
money.
probably gonna say the directors
Yeah, I know.
have to be
I
on the
wasn't
same
gonna-
leg.
oh, that's what I was gonna say.
I
So
think-
now, I was like, I had something in my brain, thank you. So, you have to have a manager left and right all the time, a minimum of 1. But when you go get your directors can both be on the left leg, or the right leg. 2 directors left, 2 directors right. If you have 2 directors on the right, then you need a manager still on the left. You have a director on the left, now you need 2 managers on your left, a manager on your left. I'm trying to say it backwards to keep you guys straight, left and right, as you're looking at me. But anyway, you can have a director each leg, and that manager could be your director, or you can have 2 directors on one leg with a manager on the other, and 2 directors on the other leg with a manager on the other. That's how simple it is. And then there is a third way to get paid, and that's where you get paid check match, and there is no cap, and that's just on the generations levels down.
That's where the real profit to you personally comes.
I think the real profits come in the very beginning when so you don't get you don't get the check match until your people start building like this. Because you can't get a match on something, yes, but if you're sponsoring aggressively and helping people go manager, and they're coming in on diamond packages, and on diamond, your auto ship isn't until 90 days, and you're getting the packages at $84 a sleeve instead of $100, and then you're getting that extra bonus. But I think that the real income, because we didn't have check match in the beginning, and we were making pretty good money in the first 3 weeks that we didn't know we had. Yeah, we went backwards. So how did we learn the comp plan? We learned the comp plan by sharing with people, and then Jens wanted to get in the back office to see what it looked like, and he goes, what is this $3,106? And I go, I haven't got the foggiest. And he went through, because it breaks it down for you, and he went through and broke it down, and looked at it, broke it down, and he goes, oh my gosh, that's our money. And I'm like, that's our money? He goes, yeah, we got more than our package back the first 4 days for 5 people, because of people go, what did you get? We go diamond, I want diamond. And so that is very often happens. I got silver, well then I want silver. I want to do what you did. Those are the people closest to you are going to want to do what you did. So keep that in mind, and if you've already upgraded to gold to be a manager, then you can say, I'm on a gold package.
I was gonna say too, once you get here, if you haven't upgraded to diamond, at this point you get paid $500 for sponsored diamonds once you become senior director. You're looking at that.
You're getting $500 when you sponsor a diamond all the way.
If you're a diamond. But
If you're
If you
diamond.
haven't done it, yeah, you did for 14 weeks, but once you get to this point, you keep it.
Right.
And.
If
what-
you're a diamond and you hit senior director within 14 weeks, then you keep the $500 bonus. If you don't hit senior director in 14 weeks, part of your $500 bonus after 14 weeks, if you haven't hit senior director, flows up to your sponsor.
Right.
That's what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah.
And once you hit senior director, after that, there's no more hoops to jump through. You don't have to worry about how many managers, how many directors and all
Nope, we're
that.
doing the same thing
It's
all the
just-
way to the
it's
top.
It's just volume after that.
Yeah, and the volume is the people and it's helping, so just this manager making machine, just helping everybody who is willing to see if anybody else is looking for better sleep, energy, you know, whatever it might be. That's all we're doing. That's all.
Once
we're
you
doing.
enroll somebody, I mean, not everybody, but most people have 4 people that are fairly close to them, moms, dads, brothers, aunts, uncles, cousins, whatever. Basically, I call it low-hanging fruit, what's easy to go get. And, you know, but you gotta, you know, get the people to do it. If you just sign them up and leave them, they're probably not gonna do that.
Right,
You gotta go after them a little bit to get them to do that.
so,
You're saying to go after them to do,
Well, help
Yeah.
them, say,
People below that.
who do you know that needs this,
Yeah.
needs the income, or needs the health, or needs, whatever they're looking for. And, encourage them to do that, and, basically, once you get 4 or 5 people, you've pretty much paid for your initial cost going into it, just from product introduction bonuses, so, and a lot of people, if that's all they wanna do is sign up 4 or 5 people and get their product paid for, that works too. They don't have to do anything more than that. They don't even have to do that, really, but
each couple take one, please. I don't know if I've got enough. If I don't, I'll print another one out. Okay, this is the tracker. Some of you sitting here may have absolutely no interest in going to Punta Cana for free, all expenses paid. That is okay. It's November 6th through 10th. You're out. Is that the last one?
Yes.
Okay, 1, 2, did you guys get them? Okay.
That's fine.
thank you.
Got one more, couple more?
No.
We'll get them.
I'll get them.
No, we're good.
They'll be ready in a minute. So, if you have no interest, don't worry about it, it's okay. Not everybody wants a free trip, I do understand that. But if you don't mind having a free trip, all expenses paid, with the CEO, the founder, the inventor, the scientist of the company, and us, and our family, and our teamwork, we want you there with us. So, this is just a tracking sheet to help you keep track of what you've done and what you need to do to get there. This would be if you were working off of getting the points. So if you hit senior director, you're gonna have it made. Otherwise, you can earn the points. Let's say you only came in director, you earn points for sponsoring a silver, a gold, a diamond. He's gonna bring them down and I'll have one too then. But, let me walk over here. So you can see that you earn points by different things happening, like if you advance a rank, you earn points. If you sponsor somebody or enroll somebody on your team personally, you earn points. It's not just a point, it's some points. So this allows you to track it.
Anybody else need one?
That's
Okay.
Daryl and Megan and David and, yeah. So, David. And so, this allows you to keep track of it and see it for yourself because it is not currently in the system. So, we created this so that you could have a way to keep track.
Oh, sorry.
I printed the exact amount this time, huh?
Yeah.
Everybody's got one now? So this is available on This Is It Team downloads. And you just scroll down to find it. And that's exactly what you want to do, is print it out. You can share it with the people that you're bringing on board so that they know right in the beginning, there is a free trip. So, what we wanted to point out here was, right here, your goal to go senior director is July 1st. Can you do that? You can do that. You can do it. You don't even need that much time, that's extra time. But why do you need July 1st as a date? You have to hold it 6 weeks, but they don't have to be consecutive weeks. That allows you to hit it and have a drop down week or two and still achieve it. So, we want to help whoever wants to do this. This is, I'm going to tell you what, these free trips, they have been beyond amazing, beyond. They literally, I mean, they roll out the red carpet. You will have an elegant night, you'll have play days, you'll have, it's just amazing. Getting to know the people, this is a wonderful group of people. Getting to know the founder, he is amazing. We actually earned a trip with him that he put us in a resort in Orlando and then rented part of Disney to take us all out to dinner. And then we went, whatever that section is that has the Hulk, that's his favorite ride, whatever that was, Disney Springs area. It's right near there. Anyway, we had it for the whole evening and night. And to ride the rides with them. We were there with all the corporate leadership. So they're a lot of fun. So the next thing I want to hit on is we have just been going over with, so a lot of you don't know maybe, Steve and Gina Merritt are that's my baby sister and her husband. They are the #1 couple right now in the world. They are head of This Is It team. So our family and a few others that were upper pins came together to create this team last September. We were in another teamwork. Our teamwork was exploding. We stepped out to make things better. What has happened since we've done all that is the top rank is called Senior Presidential Directors. We have created almost 50 in our teamwork. That is unheard of. So we were credited by David Schmidt, the founder, for taking the company to #1 in momentum of all direct selling companies in the world 3 months ago was the most.
Something like that, yeah.
And then we just hit Bravo, just got the Bravo Award like we did, and he gave us credit for them achieving the Bravo Award too. Why is this teamwork different than the other teamworks? Because we have used my sister and her husband's experiences and life that they've had through relational marketing, and we have made it very simple and clear, and our passion for the health and wellness is over the top. We are by far locked at the hip with David Schmidt to bless as many people with the knowledge of this patch as we can. And we know that, like, we have big dreams and visions, and we know that in order to do that, you have to have financial income to do it. And we are not only gonna fulfill our dreams, we're gonna help so many people fulfill their dreams. And so that's what our family, my This Is It team's goal is. And I could put it in a word of debt-free. That is our vision for this year, is to not only help people feel better, but to get debt-free. Get no debt on you. Like, just be able to bless who you want to bless and do what you want to do and not feel like you've always got the monkey on your back. I've always said, being 50 years in the medical field, when you're sick, you end up broke, and when you're broke, you end up sick. Well, just like Jen said, Dr. Leland Stillman made a comment on that video, on the third one on the site, that he was saying, use this preventatively to all of his patients that were, like maybe his age and didn't really have health issues yet. And I always say, you can be well, and then you wake up, you're sick. You just you don't know when you're gonna have something sometimes, you don't always see under your skin. And he was saying, well, I'm more, at my age, he was saying, you know, and being younger, I want to have a long, healthy life. So that's why it was so important to him, and I think a lot more people are looking today than they ever have before, and they're wanting to be more preventative. And I really feel like a lot more people today are trying to take ownership of their health than we have seen the last 4 or 5 years. So that's very exciting to me.